As a Christian, it's essential to approach the topic of climate change with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing that the narrative surrounding this issue is often manipulated and distorted by various agendas. While the Bible teaches us to be good stewards of the earth, it's crucial to distinguish between genuine environmental concerns and the fake climate change agenda that has been perpetuated by some groups. This agenda often prioritizes political and economic interests over scientific facts and biblical values. One way Christians can fight back against this agenda is by seeking out accurate and unbiased information about climate change. This involves looking beyond mainstream media sources, which often present a skewed and alarmist view of the issue, and instead consulting credible sources such as scientific journals, fact-checking websites, and experts in the field. By educating themselves on the topic, Christians can develop a more informed perspective and make decisions based on facts rather than emotions or ideology. Another way Christians can push back against the fake climate change agendas by promoting a biblical view of stewardship and environmentalism. The Bible teaches us that we have a responsibility to care for the earth and its resources, but this does not mean that we must adopt a radical, secular environmentalism that prioritizes the earth above human life and dignity. Instead, Christians can advocate for a more balanced approach that recognizes the importance of economic development, human flourishing, and environmental protection. This approach can be rooted in biblical principles such as the concept of dominion, which emphasizes human responsibility to care for the earth, and the idea of stewardship, which highlights our accountability to God for our actions. Christians can also fight back against the fake climate change agenda by supporting policies and initiatives that prioritize economic development and human well-being. This can involve advocating for energy policies that promote affordable and reliable energy sources, such as fossil fuels, while also supporting the development of new, innovative technologies that can help reduce our environmental impact. Additionally, Christians can support initiatives that promote sustainable agriculture, reduce waste, and protect natural resources, all of which can help to improve the environment without sacrificing economic growth or human prosperity. Furthermore, Christians can push back against the fake climate change agenda by exposing the ideological and political motivations that underlie much of the climate change narrative. This involves recognizing that the climate change agenda is often driven by radical, left-wing ideology that seeks to promote government control, redistribution of wealth, and a secular, humanist worldview. By highlighting these motivations and challenging the assumptions that underlie the climate change agenda, Christians can help to create a more nuanced and balanced public discourse around this issue. Finally, Christians can fight back against the fake climate change agenda by promoting a message of hope and redemption. While the climate change narrative often presents a bleak and pessimistic view of the future, the Bible offers a radically different perspective, one that emphasizes the power of God to redeem and restore all things. By sharing this message of hope and redemption, Christians can help to counter the fear and anxiety that often accompany the climate change agenda and instead promote a more positive and optimistic vision for the future. In conclusion, Christians have a critical role to play in fighting back against the fake climate change agenda. By seeking out accurate information, promoting a biblical view of stewardship and environmentalism, supporting policies that prioritize economic development and human well-being, exposing the ideological and political motivations that underlie the climate change narrative, and promoting a message of hope and redemption, Christians can help to create a more nuanced and balanced public discourse around this issue. Ultimately, this requires a deep understanding of the biblical worldview and a commitment to applying its principles to the complex and often contentious issue of climate change.